What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. Excuse me. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is obviously this beautiful B-Cop from the Underworld. This scene as the collector's rare looks absolutely incredible, you guys. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, excuse me. Maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: what are your guys' thoughts so far on the upcoming said Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of Terminal Revenge, today's video we have some more new cards in the form of the clear archetype. Now, you guys are probably curious as to what what the clear cards do. So if you guys don't remember, there was a card that was released back in the day, and it was known as Clear World. If you guys do not know about Clear World, I'm actually gonna look it up right now on Nexus. Give me 1 second. I believe Clear World had the effect where you're able to change attributes, if I remember correctly. Excuse me. Go here, Advanced Crystal Beast. Here we are, Clear World. Okay, Clear World is a field spell that that reads the following. That reads as follows. It reads, during each of your end phases, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. Each player receives effects depending on the monster attributes they control. Light, play with your hand revealed at all times, meaning the cards in your hand stay open to your opponent no matter what, which is pretty pretty awesome. Dark, if you control 2 or more monsters, you cannot declare an attack, sort of like a gravity bind, if you will. Earth, during your standby phase, target a face-up defense position monster control, destroy that target. In a way, kind of like a really weird trap hole. Water, during your end phase, discard 1 card. Fire, during your end phase, take 1,000 damage. Wind, you must pay 500 life points to activate a spell. So in a way, they all have negative effects on the duel, and the clear archetype has some pretty crazy effects. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get straight into it. Kicking these off, we have Clear Phantom, which is a 3-star Dark Fiend with God, I'm so fucking tired. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I guess I didn't catch enough Z's last night. But anyway, Clear Phantom, 3-star Dark Fiend, 1200 attack, 800 defense. And the first effect is a once per turn, which reads, you can discard this card and one other card, add 2 cards from your deck to your hand that are either Clear World and or spell or traps that mention it. Second effect reads, you are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. Basically, this is the positive side to playing a clear deck, is the fact that if you summon a monster with a different, with a certain attribute, you don't get the negative effects. Your opponent, on the other hand, does. So in a way, this deck is more of a anti-meta strategy, if you will, which is pretty nasty. Third effect reads, if this card is destroyed, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the grave. This is basically mill and like literally a control mill, which is pretty crazy. I believe all of the so the second effect of the next card is the exact same. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. The next monster card's first effect is the same, as is the next one of the second effect. So all the monster cards have the effect where you are unaffected by the effects of Clear World, which is pretty awesome, which is pretty nasty to say the very least. But I will say this though, I will say this, with Clear Phantom, you literally get to just literally add Clear World plus another fucking card that mentions it, which is absolutely hilarious, which is absolutely nasty. And you also get to pop a monster that your opponent has, and you force them to mill 3. So that's pretty good. That's pretty crazy if you ask me. But next up we have Clear Rage Golem, which is a 4-star Dark Rock with 1600 attack, 1800 defense, and the first effect is a once per turn. The second effect, though, I've already mentioned it, unaffected by the effects of Clear World. But the first effect reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. Your monsters that mention Clear World can attack directly this turn. That's pretty nasty. So, to all of you hardcore meta players out there that prefer to play meta over casual decks, you might want to add Drowning Mirror Force to your deck, because this deck can basically this card ensures that it can attack directly and deal you damage. So you might want to use Drowning Mirror Force or play 12,000 copies of Effect Veiler, which is pretty nasty. The third effect reads when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 300 damage to them for each card in their hand. Basically, it's a way to try and win games. It just gets you one step closer to winning games, and it's just that good. It is just that fucking good, you guys. Not saying much, but the next card up, we have Clear Cube, which is a 1-star Dark Machine with 0 attack and defense. And it has 3 separate effects. The first one, you guys already know, unaffected by the effects of Clear World. But the other 2 effects are different, which read, during your main phase, you can normal summon a monster that mentions Clear World in addition to your normal summoner set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn. Basically, you have yourself a double summon, which is just really good. So the idea would be for you to normal summon normal summon this card, normal summon Rage Golem, attack your opponent directly with Rage Golem, deal them even more damage, and then just force them to mill, which is absolutely insane. And then the third effect reads, if this face-up card in its owner control leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon a monster from your deck that mentions Clear World. Pretty much any of the Clear monsters, which is absolutely insane. I don't remember if there was any other Clear monsters. I want to see. Aside from these ones. Oh, Vice Dragon. That's right. That's right. I remember it. I remember now. Clear Vice Dragon was the other one. was the other one, and this was actually the boss monster. I think of the deck. But anyway, Clear Vice Dragon. I know I never got the chance to talk about this card because it was exclusive to Legendary Collection 2, the Duel Academy years. But Clear Vice Dragon is It is an 8-star Dark Dragon with question mark attack and 0 defense. And the effects read as follows. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. That's the first effect. Second effect reads, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, the attack of this card becomes twice the attack of the attack target, during damage cal only. The third effect reads, if this card would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can discard 1 card instead. So this card basically has the second effect similar to that one DDD monster, which I believe is King Zero Laplas, which Laplas is just a nasty card. Being able to just overpower your opponent and deal them even more damage, that's pretty crazy. Which that right there is just pretty crazy. So Clear Vice Dragon is definitely one you can also summon off of Cube's effects, but it's still pretty cool. I believe there are only 2 more cards left. Yes, there are only two more cards left to talk about because there's only 5. But next up we have Clear Vicious Knight. which is a 7-star Dark Warrior with 2300 attack, 1100 defense. And it says, you can tribute summon this card by tributing a monster that mentions Clear World. And it has 3 separate effects. The second one remains the same, unaffected by the effects of Clear World. The first one reads, gains attack equal to the highest original attack among monsters your opponent controls. So if your opponent has let's say they have an Axis Code Talker that has, let's say, 6,000 attack. This card gains that attack, and it becomes 8,300. And if you're if you were to have clear Rage Golem on board, and you attack over your opponent, and you attack your opponent directly, that's game. That literally right there is game. So you want to try and make sure to have both Rage Golem and this card on board, because Vicious Knight is just a way to end games right off the bat, which is pretty crazy. And then the third effect reads during your opponent says here. Sorry. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summon monsters with lower attack than the attributed summons cards. Damn. Damn. Alright, well, you want to try and try and make sure that that anything lower can't be used, huh? Yeah, that one is a bit too conditional in my opinion, because there's a lot of monster, because there's a lot of monsters that have attack lower than whatever monster you choose to tribute summon. So you want to try and tribute off, like, I guess Clear Phantom would be okay. I don't know. I've never worked with this archetype before, because obviously the archetype is still relatively new to us. But I might have to try this deck out one of these days. But with that being said, there is one more card to talk about, and it is known as Clear Wall. Which is a continuous spell that has 3 separate effects. And the first one reads, if Clear World is on the field, you can add a monster from your deck to your hand that mentions it. Second effect reads, monsters that mention Clear World cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from battles involving them. Third effect reads, while you control a level 7 or higher monster that mentions Clear World, all effects of Clear World are applied to your opponent regardless of the attributes they control. This is literally a floodgate on steroids, because it doesn't matter. Because look at Clear World. Literally, look at Clear World. Look at the effect of Clear World. I said it before. The effect of Clear World. Look at the attributes, the effects based on their attributes. Light, play with your hand revealed at all times, meaning the cards in your hand get shown to your opponent. Dark, if you control two or more monsters, you cannot declare an attack. Earth, during your standby phase, target a face-up defense position monster you control, destroy that target. Water, during your end phase, discard 1 card. Fire, during your end phase, take 1,000 damage. Wind, you must pay 500 life points to activate a spell. Literally, if they want to use Harpy's Feather Duster on Clear World and fucking Clear Wall, you want to try and you're gonna have to pay 500 life points. But the sad part is one thing: the fact that the fact that cards like Metaverse is still going strong. Metaverse is now legal at 3, and literally you can run 3 copies of Metaverse in a deck like Clear, and even if your opponent activated Harpy's Feather Duster, guess what? Once it resolves and all of your cards are gone, guess what? You can chain Metaverse. You can chain Metaverse, add it to your hand, and then when your turn comes, you play Clear World again, and if you have another Clear Wall on board, you play it, and you have more floodgates. Plain and simple. I will say though, I think the archetype could have been better. I feel like it's a bit too gimmicky in my personal opinion, but it is a pretty cool archetype, and it's also pretty cool to see that we're finally getting excuse me, that we're finally getting older cards, like older anime cards getting printed after so long. But we're still missing that one archetype, and it's known, and it's actually Valen's armor card. So maybe this year. I mean the set is. I mean we're still pretty young into the set, so there's still hope. But if not, there's always next time, and the next time after that, and the next time after that, and the next time after that, and we're probably never going to be seeing that archetype again. But all we can do is reach out to Konami and just be like, hey, when you getting these cards printed? But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.